Whether you're going into a coding or non-coding role within the tech industry, programming is still a great skill to have because more than likely you are going to be in demand, you'll have access to a wide range of different roles within the tech industry, and you could potentially also have a higher salary if you choose to learn a programming language. I got a question on one of the comments of my other videos asking me what programming languages I think tech newbies should start with. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just make a video about programming languages you should know as someone who's starting in tech to help you guys who are starting on this journey. For the programming languages that I'm going to list today, as a tech newbie, you obviously don't need to learn all of them. I mean, that would be impossible, but you should definitely know what they are as they play a major part within the tech industry. Before we jump into those top 5 programming languages you should know about, please go like, comment, share, and subscribe because it helps with the algorithm, which then in turn helps me. Python is an object-oriented, high-level programming language with integrated dynamic semantics, which is primarily used for app and web development. Python is widely used across the tech industry. Apart from web and app development, Python is also used for data visualization, machine learning, financial analysis, and so much more. Some of the most well-known and loved applications that we use today are actually built to using Python. So for example, Instagram, Spotify, Uber, and even Google. The second programming language I think you should know about as a tech newbie is JavaScript. JavaScript is another object-oriented text-based programming language. JavaScript is considered the language for the web. It is the heart of web development and it is used for both front-end and back-end. JavaScript allows us as users to interact with web pages. So for example, being able to do things like zoom in and out of web pages, being able to use a drop-down menu, being able to play audio and video on web pages as well, and so much more. So again, websites like YouTube, LinkedIn, Wikipedia, and so many others are built using JavaScript. Number 3 on the list of programming languages you should know as a tech newbie is Java, which surprisingly isn't really actually related to JavaScript. Java is a high-level class-based object-oriented programming language built for general purpose. Java is used for a wide range of things across the tech industry. So for example, things like Android app development, IoT, big data, and even cloud-based applications. So things like Minecraft, Amazon, Uber, and even Netflix are built using Java. And number 4 on the list is Ruby. Ruby is a dynamic open source programming language which focuses on productivity and simplicity and was actually designed and developed in Japan. Much like the others, Ruby is a popular flexible language that's used for a number of things across the tech industry, including web development, data processing, DevOps, and so much more. If you heard the news of Facebook becoming Meta on Twitter, or if you booked your next holiday accommodation with Airbnb, or even if you watched the Kardashians on Hulu, then you should know that you've used applications all built on Ruby. And number 5 and the final language on the list is C programming. C is a general purpose procedural programming language. Although C is not generally thought of as easy to learn, it is considered the mother of all programming languages. So if you spend time and put in the effort to learn C, then you should be easy to learn all the other languages after. Not only that, the systems that we all use multiple times a day throughout the entirety of our lives, such as Windows, Linux, and Mac, are also built using C. With all of that being said, or the languages that I listed today, if I had to choose one language to start as a complete beginner, I would choose either Python or JavaScript. I would choose Python or JavaScript for a number of reasons. Number 1, these are very popular languages. You would have heard earlier in the video some of the most famous companies who use them. So from Google to Facebook to Amazon, all use JavaScript and Python. Not only that, they're considered relatively easy languages to use. So because of the simplicity of their syntax, which resembles English, people choose them as a very good beginner language. And finally, both languages are able to give you really high salaries. So engineers who have skills in Python and JavaScript are able to earn a very good amount across the industry. I learned both Python and JavaScript as a beginner at university, and I definitely agree with the thought on them being relatively easy. I even had to do some pseudocode in Python, which means writing the code out by hand rather than typing it, and I still managed to do really well in the exam. So I think I finished with about 73%, which is about an A, which is obviously quite a good grade, which shows that Python, and I think JavaScript too is relatively good for a beginner. When choosing a programming language, you should always think of 3 questions. Will it be in demand? Will it make me some money / get me a job? And finally, will it allow me to build what I want to build? And I think for beginners, and especially the purpose of this video, I definitely think Python and JavaScript hit all 3, and those are the 2 languages that I would definitely choose. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and find it useful. Please go like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.